This video is about practice on the guitar. I'm making this for two main guys, although I'm okay. Anybody who wants to watch this, you go ahead and watch it. And I hope you can get some good information about it. But my little brother, Tom Dawes, and my great friend John Spencer, who he and I have been friends for probably 25 years, almost 30 years or so. Anyway, how you doing, John? This is for you and Tom and for the rest of the world if they want it. What I'll be covering here is good practice techniques. Now, please understand, I do not consider myself the best guitar player in the world. Not at all. Maybe not even in Colorado. But anyway, I have some good practice techniques that I'm going to share with you, and we're going to be talking about the why, the what, and the how. So today I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of actual practice practical things on the guitar, because I want to build a good foundation. That's pretty easy to understand. You've got to have a good foundation, or the house is going to fall over, you know. So we're going to talk about a few things, and over the series of these videos, we're going to talk about a ton of things. I have no idea how many videos this is going to be. It's probably going to be quite a few, but it'll be a series for the same content, and that is practicing on the guitar. What do I practice? How do I practice? And the things that I'm going to do are so simple. It's not hard to understand. It's not hard to get it. They're very basic, and I always go back to basics. Always. I never stray from that. Even if I'm, whatever, going along and I'm all practiced up and I'm doing really good, I've got several basic things that I always go to, and they've served me well over the years. So I'm going to share them with you. So let's talk about the why. Number one, why are you doing this? I want to know. I want to hear from you, Tom and John. I want to hear from you. I want to know why. You're welcome to get that to me however you can. You can call me on the phone. You can leave it in the comments. I'd almost as soon, if you want to leave it in the comments here, that would be really cool, because other people can kind of, get information from that. They can get ideas from that, and they can figure out why they're doing it. So why do you want to practice? What's the goal? What's the purpose? I kind of know a little bit about both you guys. If I don't know you, I don't know anything about you. So I'd like to get to know you and help you. Even if I can, I'll help you figure out the why. I know John plays guitar. He's been playing guitar for a lot of years, and has had some frustrations with how to practice, what to practice. And but he sings at church and plays at church, and he's very heavily involved there. And so that's a really great why. That's something he's giving to the community, and it's a good thing. My little brother Tom, he records songs, and he's got a little album of his own that he did years ago, and I think there might be some things that he's even redoing to kind of make that thing even better. I myself, I have a Facebook page called Wildfire of Colorado, and just a bunch of good people. It's a good page. There's no garbage on it, no political stuff. Everybody has their political views and opinions, but not any huge need to put that out there if unless you got some great reason to. But I know I'm not going to change the world with my political opinions, and so I don't We don't do that on that Facebook page. I'm not going to do it here, I don't think. We'll see. So anyway, back to the why. We've all got things that we do. I record. I do videos every week. Just me and the guitar so far, and I'm working on some other musical endeavors for 2020. I'm pretty excited about it. Did I mention it's January 2nd of 2020? So we're just several days into 2020. Pretty excited. Okay. So I want to know what your why is. What is your purpose? What are you doing? Give me something to give me something to connect with. What you're doing, and how can I help you? And any questions you have, of course, leave them in the comments below. And the what. We're going to be talking a lot about the what today. And I'm gonna dive right in just in a minute here to some basic understanding of where the notes are, what they are, why they are, and then also we're going to be talking about the how. That's going to be how to put these notes into play on the guitar. So let's dive right in, but please understand, there's only so much I can cover. I'm going to keep this, as short and fun as possible on this video and all the videos. I don't want to get too long-winded. Man, we're going to be covering stuff. John said, what about, I've got some arthritis in my hands and just, makes it hard to play sometimes. And I get that. I do too. And you younger guys, if you maybe you can get some information. Maybe something might stick with you for later on when you get older. You're going to get older. But we're going to be covering things like that. Good health. Good things to do with your body to keep it, running as good as possible. Because we're getting old all the time, and it can hurt getting old. But there are things we can do about that. So, and speaking about getting old, you are never, ever too old. Please don't ever think that. To start getting some good habits going on if you want to play guitar. If you don't do it. It's okay. But don't ever feel like you're too old. Never, never, never. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, with whoever you want. And have fun with it. So, okay, so let's dive right in, and I want to start talking about the not only the notes on the guitar, but just how the notes work in general. I want you to memorize a little bit. There's not going to be a ton of memorization, but there will be a little bit. So put on your thinking cap and let's get with this. Most of you, I'm going to start right at the beginning. If it doesn't apply to you, if you already know it, great. Then you're one step ahead. But first thing is the name of each string on the guitar. And the guitar is tuned at a place that is concert pitch, it's called, and it is tuned with a piano. With any instrument, they're all tuned in exactly the same place, tuned in different ways, and they do different things. But the guitar is tuned to what they call concert pitch. It is made to play the best there. A lot of people tune their guitar down a whole step, especially on this is a 12-string. This is a guitar that I just got recently, and I'm just in love with this guitar. It is just, listen. Just pretty. Anyway, there's a lot more tension on the neck of a 12-string and the body, everything. So some people tune it down a whole step. I don't tune mine down a whole step. I tune it at concert pitch. Any 6-string guitar is going to be tuned at concert pitch. The names of the strings, and I'm starting at the top, is E, then A, then D, then G, then B, and E. So grab a notebook, come back and watch this a second time if you need to, just to get these things that you need to memorize. And one of the reasons, this is a why, one of the reasons that I'm going through all this is because you and I need to communicate. And you need to communicate with other musicians that you play with as well. John, when you're playing at church, whatever, you need to be able to say, you know, I'm going to an F sharp minor. Well, where is that? How can I find that? How can I talk about that to you? So communication is one of the main why this thing is and what I'm talking about, and we just need to communicate. Okay, get it? Now, E, A, D, G, B, E. You've got to know the names of the strings, okay? Not only are they the names of the strings, they are also the name of the note that string is playing in an open position, not in a fretted position, okay? Now, I want to talk about every note that you would possibly use in any given situation. This is called the chromatic scale, and you won't use the chromatic scale all the time, but it is the chromatic scale, and if you know the chromatic scale, you will know every note that there is to know on the neck of that guitar, on a piano, on anything at all. And it sounds all complex sometimes, however, it's so simple. If you can go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which I know you can, you got it. Here's another note that I want you to write down and commit to memory. There are no sharps and flats. Let's talk about sharps and flats for just a minute. Not a big deal. I usually call any note that is in between, like say whatever, D, C, and D. I'm going to call it a sharp. I'm not going to call it a flat. I could call it a flat if I wanted to, but I just don't. If you're going up the scale, they're called sharps. If you're going down the scale, it's called flats. Same note. Do you understand that concept? Now, I want to start with A, because A is the first letter of the alphabet. Of course, the second string is A. Okay? Second string from the top. That is an A note. So let's just start there. And then here, after a little bit, we're gonna start at the lowest note of the guitar, which is E. That's the big E string. But for simplicity's sake, so that you can get this in here and in here, we're going to start with A. We're going to go right up the chromatic scale using all of the notes we possibly can. But before we do that, I want you to make a note that there are no sharps or flats between B and C and E and F. Write that down if you have to, but I do want you to commit it to memory. And I remembered it. I know you can do it if I can do it. I'm not all that smart. Anyway, we're going to start at A. So it's going to go A sharp, B, no sharps or flats between B and C. So we'll go straight from B to C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, no sharps or flats between E and F. So it'll go straight from E to F, F sharp to G, and then it starts right back over again at A. So there's only, what is that? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 7 letters of the alphabet call out all of the notes on any instrument. The difference would be one, as you keep going up, you would start over again. It would become 1 octave higher. So it's a higher note, but the same note. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, let me say that one more time just so you can kind of get it. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, E sharp, wait, no sharps or flats between E and F. Let me start back over at E, E, F, F sharp, G. Now I'm going to start back over A sharp, B. Okay, is it starting to make sense a little bit? If you have to come back and watch this a time or two to get that, do it. And so we have to get this down pat so we can understand. Now, I think I want to just do real quick. I just want to go on the guitar and just one time go up. I'm going to start with E. That is remember the first string is E, A, D, G, B, E. I'm going to start with E, E. First fret, first finger is F. Second fret, second finger is F sharp. Then G. Third finger, third fret. Fourth finger, fourth fret is G sharp. And then we're going to go up to that A note, which is the second string down. Okay? I'm going to stop right there so it doesn't get confusing. But you can see where we're going to use all of the open notes on the guitar, and we're going to use the 4 fingers in 4 frets. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. And I can keep right on going. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, open, D string, which is the D note, and I can keep right on going up that neck. But we'll get a little more in depth with that the next time. But any questions or things that you want to cover, throw them in the comment section, and I'm gonna watch this really close, and I'm gonna answer any and all questions I possibly can. And if I can't answer some questions, I know people who can. I kind of live my life like that. I don't have all the answers, but I know a lot of people who can help with answers. So we will get the answers. Anything at all. I don't care. My brain doesn't work well, and I've even got some answers for that, how you can help that. Very excited about doing this. So we will talk soon. I called John just this morning. I left him a message, and I'm waiting on a reply back from him, and I have a few needs for some help that I might need on some videos. So we're gonna, I've got a lot of questions and things I've got to work out as well. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and so I want you to just get excited about this. Take your time. There's no hurry whatsoever. Don't ever get in a hurry. It just doesn't do any good in anything. Even while you're driving, don't get in a hurry. You'll get there in the same amount of time anyway. So just relax and be calm, be cool, collected, and same thing on the guitar. Just take your time, and we're gonna deal with some one of the best practices that I know of remember I talked about being back to basics at all times, is very simply wildwood flower. We're going to learn wildwood flower when we get this chromatic scale down, so you can tell me exactly where the notes are on the guitar. Anytime I ask, I should be able to ask, where are you at? So we will be covering this. We're going to do it till we get it, and we'll just keep right on moving forward, okay? We'll see how many videos we end up with, but it's going to be a bunch, I can tell you that. It's going to be a handful. So communicate with me, comment, like, share any. If you have friends that might need something like this, feel free to share with your friends, and I'd love to have you. My name's Jeff. I will talk to you very soon. Love you.